And reintroductions and rewilding really gives you hope, doesn't it, for the future of our natural world? And that's what they've been doing here at Arne, rewilding. It wasn't always like this, with so many different habitats. And a couple of days ago, I met up with site manager Peter Robertson to find out about the history of the management of Rspb Arne. Peter, you're now the site manager, but
Yes.
you first came here at 16 as a volunteer in the early
did,
80s,
yeah.
so
Yes,
you must have seen huge changes.
There's been massive differences in terms of the habitats. There's been huge improvements. The place we're walking at the moment was a dense forest plantation back then, and has just been converted to heathland over the last 5 to 10 years, and wildlife's kind of flooding back into it. Woodlarks are doing well, all our reptiles are doing really well. We had our highest ever number of nightjars last year, 60 pairs. Our Dartford Warblers have gone from, well, 2 pairs here when the Rspb first acquired Arne back in the mid-60s, up to 90 pairs last year, which is fantastic. So all those kind of heathland specialists that really rely on this incredibly rare habitat are doing fantastically well, which is really exciting to see.
Well, listen, Peter, I've got up early for a reason. I've come here to see a Dartford Warbler, because that's what you promised me that I'd see.
Yeah, let's see what we can do.
Is this the sort of area that you've seen it before?
Yeah, I was out yesterday and there's a nest somewhere in among this patch of gorse, and both adults were feeding their young really actively, so we should be lucky and get a sighting of them flying in or flying out.
And that's what we're hoping for, isn't it?
It
nice
is.
Dartford Warbler on top of the gorse, sitting there looking beautiful.
Well, it'll be in the gorse bush, sitting on top, that's a whole other matter.
I guess it's good to listen out for the sound as well, isn't it?
Yeah, the little kind of rasping alarm call's a really good giveaway sign.
Oh, look, there, on top of the tree, Oh, exactly where we want to see it.
Oh, fantastic.
It's just perched beautifully for us. Look at that. Since this whole area's been managed, they have done really well. Why is that?
It's the size of the habitat, it's the condition of the habitat. There's a huge area here, not just at Arne, but kind of in the wider landscape. It's about the insects, it's about the structure and all those things that kind of mean they can survive all year round.
They don't migrate, and they don't do well if it gets really cold. So they need those mild winters to be able to survive.
Yeah, but we do still get some cold winters. So the beast from the east a few years back, Dartford Warblers in some other areas dropped quite significantly after that, but here where we've got loads of great gorse habitat, they managed to survive the winter without losing significant numbers in the population.
The gorse must give them good protection in those cold
It does,
winters.
because it creates this little microclimate. The temperature's warmer in there than it is around. Even on the rare occasions when we get snow, there'll still be insects, spiders and things active in the gorse bushes that are enough to keep the Dartford Warblers going over winter.
Having watched them on our live cameras, we know that they're good feeders, so as we know the nest is there, these are going to come back quite a few times within an hour, aren't they, with food for their chicks?
Yeah, they'll be backwards and forwards all the time.
They're a bit quick this morning, though, aren't they?
Well, that's what they do. They dash about like mad little things.
We've had plenty of successful breeding here. We've seen it actually on our programme. It's the only nest that's done really well so far, with all of them fledging.
Yeah, it's been fantastic to see, and it gives a whole perspective that we don't normally get. You know this stuff happens, but you never get to see it, and so to see that is amazing. It's been really great.
It really has. Good to see a positive ending to that story.
Oh, this one just flowed across the track, track, just... and singing. You can hear that song.
What a great finale! Absolutely loved my morning. Great to see a Dartford Warbler, but also great to meet Peter. Do you know he started here as a volunteer when he was 16? Guess what they had him doing?
Cleaning the toilets.
No, they had him cutting down rhododendrons.
Oh, well, that's a task. He's probably still doing it now. He's doing it when he's 96.